I won't keep watching you dance around in the smoke and then flicker out. Greetings, Aquarius, all placements. This is Slip by Elliot Moss. Now, there's a couple directions that this one can go. The first one is someone is with someone and they love them so much and they really want to be with them through something hard, but this person could be have an issue over using something, and they have low self-control when it comes to indulging in some sort of substance. And someone is like, man, I love you, but every night with that bottle, or every night with those pills, or every night with your video game, or every day with the corn, or whatever it is, right? Someone's like, I can't keep watching you do this to yourself. I love you, but you keep saying you're gonna stop, you keep saying you're gonna change, you keep saying you're gonna get better, you keep saying these things, and then I'm just watching you, continue down, do the thing again, and then you just flicker out. You're nothing like who I used to know. You're nothing, you're a shell of that person. It's just gonna slip right through your hands. Don't you see it? Don't you get it? Unfortunately, Aquarius, this is a situation which I do think a lot of you guys are dealing with someone who also has really strong Aquarius in their chart. And it may be in like an unassuming placement, maybe a placement where they don't even know. So someone's like, no, I'm not Aquarius. I don't have Aquarius in my big three, but maybe it's their Jupiter or their Venus, which are also very strong placements, or their North Node. So regardless, two people holding onto a rope, playing tug of war. It just takes one of those people to let go for both of the people to heal. So this is why people say you cannot keep enabling those who have addiction problems, because you're holding onto the rope and you're allowing them to keep yanking, and you're creating the tension that is giving them blisters on their side, and you're getting blisters and your hands are getting all cut up from just trying to hold on. That's why you gotta let go and let God. But seriously, someone here needs to do that. So someone is enabling someone's bad habit, someone's bad behavior. Where's the light that I used to know? Someone is really seeing someone fade fast. I don't like that. Okay, now the other rendition of this story that I was getting, Aquarius, is someone here is complaining and they're like watching someone go through something really hard. And they're like, what's wrong? You don't have enough rain for your storms? Why are you always so sad? And it's like, 2016 to 2022 were some of the worst years of my life. I had not only multiple near-death experiences where I was in the emergency room on my deathbed, but I lost everything that was close to me. I almost had my life taken by a very abusive man multiple times. I went through things completely alone. I was traumatized in so many ways, it's not even funny. And people just called me crazy and talked about me behind my back. And one by one, all of my friends and family just kind of fell off the map. And I was alone. So I did the healing on myself. And then whenever people just slowly started to try and trickle back in, I was like, you weren't there for me when I lost everything, when I was going through everything. What makes you think you can just waltz back into my life after me almost losing my life and you laughing about it for a solid 7 years, solid, worse every single year, just nailed, like betrayal, pain, more death, betrayal, pain, more death for 7 years straight. That's what I went through. And it's like now these people are like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. So someone here is dealing with that situation, and they are at the situation where they're at the lowest low. Trust me, it gets better, but you got to hang on. And it, as painful as it is, you learn who actually cares about you in those times, in your lowest times. And those lowest times made me so much closer to God. And that's why I'll always be grateful for them, because it was honestly during those times that I became who God designed me to be. And it's like I know now, like he needed me to be alone in those years so that he could make me in his perfect image of me and not the image that other people wanted me to be, which is what I was doing. I was mostly, living my life in a way that would just not take off the people around me, not trigger the people around me. Don't be too much this, Valerie. Don't be too much that. Now just keep this a little boxed in. Keep this a little, package that. Oh, don't wear that. That's too, ooh, you're too sensual with that. I can't help that I have a Scorpio moon. I can't help that I can't help my placements. Okay? I can't help that I naturally have a seductive look. I can't help that. And for people to that and not get to know me and the purity of my heart only reveals how sick they are. It doesn't say anything about me. And that's like kind of what this situation is. It's like, if someone is like, I'm not gonna watch you, why are you so sad? Nah, nah, nah. That just shows that that person lacks compassion. That person is heartless and soulless. That's all. It doesn't say anything about you. Actually, it says you are willing to be vulnerable and feel the whole gamut of human nature, which sadness and being upset and pain is a part of it. So yeah, there's something with that going on. Now, on to a different note. There is a situation here of someone who really tried to get over on someone. Swipe or no swiping. I was getting that, I think, in Libra or Gemini. So I don't know, maybe something about dating apps. But the song is by Ash Nico. It's called Stupid. She's like, would boy think that I need him? I go cold, changing like the seasons. You don't know no one else like me. I'm sweet, then I can go sour like Big Boss Bowser. So someone here thought that someone was just so sweet and innocent and kind. And I mean, they are. Like, don't get me wrong, they are. But when you really push the button, watch it. Like, someone just goes savage like that. Someone goes icy like that. Something, I don't know, something with that. So someone is sorely mistaken. I was also getting Goosebumps by Travis Scott. I get those goosebumps every time you come around. Yeah, you ease my mind. So someone here really wants to approach someone. I mean, later on in the song, he's like, I want the green light. I want to take that ride. So someone here is looking for the green light. Someone here wants to try someone out. Someone here wants to experience someone in all of the ways. However, it's giving forbidden fruit, which I feel like I've actually channeled for you guys recently, because he says, but I'm worried about them comments. So someone is worried about the comments. Also is getting Forgive by Trevor Hall and Luca Lesson. So someone here wants to forgive someone. Someone here wants to be forgiven. I mean, I forgive everyone from my past, but that doesn't mean that it's the whole saying, I want them to eat, but just not at my table ever again. Like, yeah, I forgive everyone. I don't hold any grudges. But that doesn't mean that they have a spot in my future in any way, shape, or form, because they weren't there for me in the hardest years. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Something was really slow, but it was creating independence. And it's like, that's what God needed. It's like God needed to make someone truly independent. It's like, that's actually what is going to be the biggest and highest fulfillment for someone. You know, when we go chasing, don't go chasing waterfalls, something at the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that it's going to be your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Someone here thinks that someone else is moving too fast or progressing too fast, so someone here is trying to control someone. Now, that song is actually about substance. It's about like a mom that's like getting onto her son because she sees him out in the streets being a backyard pharmacist. So, yeah, someone here can definitely be hiding. Now, this can also be someone who is a player for Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. Now, okay, if someone's in a relationship, they can be hiding that they're cheating. And it's because they do really love their spouse, but occasionally they want their late night Taco Bell dollar menu dish of a different person. Anyway, someone here also can have acted like they did want a relationship and they just played someone one night stand, ghosted someone for Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. Someone here was not committed, basically. But Two of Cups, bottom of the deck with the Ace Pentacles, joke is on them. Seven of Cups, now they're confused because they used to be a player and have their roster, but now their roster sucks. Now they hate their roster because they fell in love and they weren't supposed to. They were not supposed to, remember? They had their pentacles wrapped up and they were just using their dingling. But God said, I don't think so. Someone's heart is broken by this. That's the truth. Someone is like, I'm broken because I will never, if it's not you, it's not anyone. You're the only good I've ever done. If it's not you, it's not anyone. So someone is like, I'm broken because I met my soulmate. And yeah, it can be over with. Someone wants to come clean with something. Someone is like, that's my soulmate. Temperance is a card for me of a really long time period. So this can be years that people haven't spoken, Aquarius. Yeah, and there can be a lot of gossip around. Again, someone is illuminated online. Someone here can be popular. Someone here can be, you know, they're growing. Sunflowers, like the sky is the limit. But the thing is, Aquarius, is someone is like, someone has never seen me eye to eye like that since you. Since you've been gone. I can't breathe for the first time. I'm so not moving on. thanks to you, I'm not gonna get what I want. Yeah, the Emperor in the reverse with the Six of Pentacles. Someone here got too greedy, too greedy. Someone